Good morning, Santa Clarita, and welcome to Aging with Power, sponsored by Comfort Keepers in Home Care. I am your host, Myles McNamara, joined by my co-host today, Diane Blair, also of Comfort Keepers in Home Care. Good morning, Diane.
Good morning.
And our show focuses on the challenges and the topics that we face on this journey that we call aging. We begin from the moment we take our first breath. And although our show primarily focuses on adult and senior issues, we will from time to time visit areas of the entire aging spectrum, from the womb to the tomb. Our subject matter experts will address concerns and questions to empower us to make informed decisions. If you ever have a question during the show or would like to play with us, please, we encourage you to call in 661-298-5487. 661-298-KHTS. You can join us on air with your question. But if you're the shy type, you can just relay your question to our sound engineer, Justin. Say good morning, Justin.
Hello.
Ooh, cut you off guard, didn't I? And he will relay your question to us because we'd still love to address it. But please, especially with today's topic, call on in, ask us your question, because after all, preparation is knowledge, and knowledge is power. And we have a great show in store for you today. Joining me in studio is Ms. Pam Geyer.
You're correct.
JD, RNBC, CFN, FACFE, CHS3. So we're going to get to those. But Pam is the manager of the Joint Replacement and Spine Surgery Program and also the Pain Management Nurse Specialist for Henry Mayo Newhall Hospital. Pam, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
This is going to be a great show, folks. If you or someone you know is on pain medications or opium-based medications, we're going to talk about a lot of different things, but that's sort of going to be the thrust of today's show, is pain management. And I'm so happy to have Pam in studio with us to talk, and we'll get more to Pam in just a minute before we get going, though I do have a few shout-outs to address here. So get your pen and paper and your to-do dates out and your calendars, because we have some great things coming up. First of all, something that did happen a couple weeks ago was our annual Alzheimer's Walk that was held on September 20th at Bridgeport Park. Just wanted to again thank Santa Clarita for doing what you do. The people came out in droves to support the walk against Alzheimer's to find a cure. We were, interestingly enough, we learned a lesson this year. We had it on a Sunday, and you don't do things on a Sunday in Santa Clarita, we found out. We normally have it on Saturday. But even that being said, we had over 460 attendees, 53 teams, and we raised close to $70,000 in the fight against Alzheimer's. So thank you for the participants of that. Big shout out to our top performers. Top team performer was Oakmont Senior Living. It's a new assisted living facility that's going to be opening up at the end of the year over there on Newhall Ranch Road. Margie Weiss, Mary Demkowski, who's also on the committee with us. So great job, Oakmont. They raised over $8,000 with their team alone, so kudos to you. Our top individual performer, Karen Kerrigan, raising over $4,000. So thank you, Karen, and such. But again, 225 individuals joined us. It was amazing, and we had a great committee, and thank you to the committee. Brian Welsh, of course, of the Alzheimer's Association, Debbie DeCorado, Mary Demkowski, Tammy Meyer, Diane Blair, Julie Mossold, Sonia Singh, Rick Ferrante, Rory Malin, and of course, I played a little bit too. So again, thank you for a great committee, and we had great volunteers and such that, West Ranch Society, Honor Society came out and cheered us on. And so again, great job, guys. We got to find a cure for this nasty disease. And also coming up now in the future, so Sunday, October 18th, we have our annual wine affair put on by our Seroptimus International of Greater Santa Clarita Valley. So Comfort Keepers in Home Care is proud to be the title sponsor of this event. And the Seroptimus mission of empowering and educating young women is amazing. So again, Sunday, October 18th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Town Center Drive. You can do advanced ticket purchases, and there's also VIP tickets available. Go to www.sigscv.org. Again, that's sigscv.org, and you can purchase your tickets online. And if you need more information, you can also call Pam Ingram It's on the flyer, Pam, so I'm going to go ahead and give out your cell phone number here. I'm assuming that's okay with you, but 661-312-4428 or Pam Ingram at pamingram.com.
We'll never be invited back.
But it's a great event. It raises funds for the nonprofit Seroptimists, and it's the third or fourth, fifth year.
I think it's the third.
Is it
it's the third? Maybe
At least the fourth, I think.
Maybe
anyway.
It's the fourth.
But and Rebecca Johnson is the president this year of the Seroptimists. But again, the Wine Affair, sip, stroll, and savor the sounds along Town Center Drive, folks.
Such a fun event.
Yeah.
It really is, and it's for a great cause. So again, go to sigscv.org, and you can do your advanced tickets there, and the VIP tickets you get a little extra. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but VIP is VIP. And then also, kind of on a personal note, I'd love to thank Santa Clarita for your trust and the privilege of caring for seniors in their home. Comfort Keepers In-Home Care was voted Best Senior Care in Santa Clarita for the 7th year in a row. Yay! So, again, we don't take that lightly. We take that as an honor and a privilege to help adult children caring for their parents who want to stay in their own home. And sometimes all they need is a helping hand to do just that. So, again, thank you for your trust and your votes, and onward and upward. So with that being said, we're going to take our first break, and then when we come back, we are going to be chatting with Ms. Pam Geyer, who has a plethora of acronyms after her name. So we're going to get to a little bit to know Pam and hear some of the great information that she's going to share with us today regarding pain management and the epidemic out there that's not a very good look, is it, Pam?
Absolutely not.
So
We have a lot of work to do.
Don't go away, folks. We're going to be right back. You are listening to Aging with Power on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Welcome back to Aging with Power. I'm your host, Myles McNamara, joined by co-host Diane Blair on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. And if you're just joining us, we are happy in studio with us today to have Ms. Pam Geyer, JD, RNBC. We'll get to that. But again, she's the manager of the Joint Replacement and Spine Surgery Program, but more importantly, she is the pain management nurse specialist for Henry Mayo Hospital. Again, Pam, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us on Aging with Power today.
I'm excited. I am part of that aging.
Yes, we are. From the womb to the tomb, right?
I know.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Can't escape it.
But before we get going, Pam, again, your credentials are so impressive, and so happy to have you here. So tell us a little bit about Pam. I mean, I even see that you are in the armed forces and in the Army,
yes.
and my daughter is currently serving in the Air Force right now.
Well, congratulations.
So tell us a little bit about Pam and your journey and what's brought you to today.
Well, I graduated nursing school in 1983. I didn't think I'd ever be doing anything that long. I mean, do we ever look at our careers and go, oh my gosh, that's like over 30 years? And did various things in nursing, from adult critical care, spent many years in neonatal intensive care, and made a decision to go to law school. Wanted to be a patient advocate. And went to law school and then kind of took some other journeys, became a mom. I have 4 children.
Nice.
From, good golly, ages 20 to 35. And I have a son that was born with autism and epilepsy, so I kind of take a little bit of break from that and learn all about that arena and what's going on there. But always came back to love the hospital, love patients, love that touch, that opportunity to make a difference in somebody's life. Even if it's one, we make a difference, and it's awesome. Then did spend some time working with a law firm downtown LA. Absolutely phenomenal firm, wonderful colleagues. Learned a tremendous amount there.
As a patient advocate type practice?
Yeah, been working on different types of defense litigation. So for those of you listening that are doctors or healthcare providers, I did work on your side. So don't shut off the radio. And learned a lot doing that, really about the healthcare community and what we're, how to assess what is going on and what are current trends and where do we need to address that. But decided I needed to get back to the hospital. I mean, I missed it. And so when opportunities came along to build programs and develop things, I thought, this is a great idea. I can combine what I know about the law with what I love about people and grow something really remarkable. So from that then, kind of grew some of the other initials on my name. So graduated law school in 1993. I am board certified. That's the RNBC for pain management. I'm also a certified forensic nurse. So I do forensic work and evaluations and consultations on that. I'm a fellow in the American Academy of Forensic Examiners and dabble a little bit with Homeland Security, but we'll just kind of keep that one quiet on there.
No one heard you.
No one heard me. Okay,
No.
just never mind that one. But I really kind of have found that with pain management, truly a niche that, I felt I could give and be able to assist not just a patient, but a community. I'm not aware if, everyone has knowledge that the leading cause of accidental death in our country right now is drug overdose. And the majority of those drug overdoses are due to prescription opioids. We've kind of taken the word narcotic away from it. They're still narcotics. Everybody kind of gets upset when we try to put words on stuff and we don't want to be known as that because narcotics are for drug addicts. And that's not true. These medications benefit and help a lot of people. There's a very big difference between someone that has an addictive disorder and someone that has a dependence on a medication. And I really want that message to get out there because not everybody that takes a medication for their pain has an addictive disorder. Patients who require insulin for diabetes, they're dependent on that. Okay, if we took it away, they'd pretty much be in a world of hurt.
So what was those two phrases? Addictive disorder versus what?
Versus dependence.
Okay.
Okay, very, very different. A very small percentage of patients, less than really 3% is the most recent I've seen that take prescription opioids for pain management have an addictive disorder. So it's very small. And for family members, they need to understand that. So you can respond to your family member that is taking these medications for a condition. And please don't be judgmental, okay? That it's the same as cardiovascular patients that have a heart issue or blood pressure. They're dependent on that medication. So we need to take it out of that category of being something dirty and saying, no, these are medications that utilized properly will assist people with conditions that do require that intervention. And that's really a hurdle so many people just cannot get beyond, and their families cannot wrap their arms around that.
And Pam, you were sharing some of the numbers with me, the number
Yes.
of people who die every year versus the number of people who died in 9/11 and
Absolutely. These one of my really great colleagues who the California Department of Justice, who will be speaking at a conference that we can talk about a little bit later, gave me some statistics. In Pearl Harbor, almost 2,400 people died, and the country went, whoa. 9/11, 3,000 people, lost their lives, and everybody said, wow. We were shocked on that. In 2013, almost 23,000 people died from overdose due to prescription narcotics. That works out to about 44 people a day.
Wow.
And you know what? Those lives matter to me. Okay, we have an epidemic that is a critical situation, and we have to respond as a healthcare community, as providers over the entire spectrum. We have to respond to that.
So 23,000 in 2013
13 alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's just the tip of the iceberg of what we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to run away for another quick break. But when we come back, we'll continue our discussion with Pam Geyer regarding this epidemic in our country. That's staggering. Ouch. So don't go away. You're listening to Aging with Power on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.